They have waited for a very long time. I'm sure that is love for the people of South Sudan and for our global eminent Christian leadership. Welcome, Mr. President. Thank you.
So after these introductory remarks, we'll now hear some more remarks from the President of South Sudan, Salva Kiir.
Your Holiness, Pope Francis, the head of the Catholic Church and sovereign of the Vatican City State, the Most Reverend Dr. Justin Welby, the Archbishop of Canterbury, the Right Reverend Dr. Ian Greenfields, the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Excellencies, representatives of heads of state and government, members of the diplomatic corps, religious leaders, ladies and gentlemen, allow me on behalf of the government and the people of South Sudan to extend my warm welcome to Your Holiness, Pope Francis, and your delegation to the Republic of South Sudan. Your Holiness, it is the first time in our history that the head of the Church, of the Catholic Church, has visited South Sudan. Your presence in our midst today is a historic milestone for our country. On behalf of the government, the people of South Sudan, and indeed on my own behalf, I wish to express to Your Holiness my deep gratitude for fulfilling your promise of visiting South Sudan. Your visit will leave a positive impact on our national conscience and peace in our country. Your Holiness, I wish also to greet and welcome the representatives of heads of state and government who are here within us today. I also greet and welcome the ambassadors accredited to the Republic of South Sudan, members of international organizations, members of the clergy and civil society, organizations who are present here at this important occasion. It is my sincere hope that our push for peace and reconciliation will be helped by the ecumenical pilgrimage to the Republic of South Sudan by the Holy Father, Pope Francis, Archbishop of Canterbury, Dr. Justin Willoughby, and the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland, Dr. Ryan Greenshields, this historic visit of these prominent global Christian leaders must compel us to engage in deep thinking about our recent history, especially on how it relates to the noble task of peace consolidation and and the important projects of reconciliation and forgiveness among our people. Your Excellencies, in April 2019, during the spiritual retreat we held at the Vatican, Your Holiness kissed our feet and asked us to remain in peace. You also told us from your heart to move forward. That rare gesture of humility did not go in vain. When you kissed our feet, my brother Dr. Riek Machar was outside the country. Today, both Dr. Riek and I are seated here working collectively to implement the revitalized peace agreement we signed in 2018. Your Holiness, I am aware of the huge expectations regarding the implementation of this peace agreement. I know that not everyone is satisfied with the pace of the revitalized peace agreement implementation. But what is important is that we, as the parties to the agreement, are working together in the spirit of dialogue to overcome challenges before us. And we will remain committed until peace is firmly consolidated in South Sudan. Your Excellencies, guided by our deep desire for inclusive political process and the need to create institutions where citizens' voices could be heard, we developed the roadmap 2022 that extended the transitional period by 24 months in September last year. We did this to give ourselves time to plan and create institutions that will permit for holding credible and transparent elections. Which are the end game of the revitalized peace agreement. The fact that the roadmap was developed exclusively by the parties to the agreement is itself an encouraging sign in our path to political maturity. And I can firmly say We shall use the roadmap to fast-track the implementation of outstanding provisions in the revitalized peace agreement and to build on the successes we have already achieved, such as the graduation of unified forces. Your Holiness, Excellencies, in honor of the Holy Father, Pope Francis,
We seem to have just lost the feed there for a moment. We'll hold on a second and see if we can get the audio and the visuals to come back. And if not, maybe we'll read you the rest of that speech from the President Salva Kiir. Since we seem to have lost the broadcast
also
here we go. We'll pick up where we left off.
heartily thank the Archbishop of Canterbury and the moderator of the General Assembly of the Church of Scotland for ecumenical solidarity they have shown to our country. I hope that their interactions with us in the next two days will give energy and blessings that will push us over the line on our journey for peaceful and prosperous South Sudan. Thank you all, and may the Almighty God bless you all and our country, South Sudan. Thank you very much.
So in the moment that the broadcast cut out there, we heard President Salva Kiir saying that he's officially announcing the reopening of peace talks with the non-signatories group, which had been suspended for a while. And now we'll hear from the Archbishop of Canterbury, Dr. Justin Welby.
تاريخية سيكون لها دلالات ومعاني في تاريخ البلاد السياسي والحديث، حيث جدد التزامه بالسلام والمصالحة ووحدة الشعب جنوب السودان. كما جدد رئيس كير التزام أطراف السلام بتنفيذها لتحقيق السلام والاستقرار في أرجاء البلاد من خلال تنفيذ خارطة الطريق التي أجمع ووقعها أطراف السلام. ودعا رئيس كير في كلمته
At the moment, this is just a brief summary of President Kiir's words in Arabic, and also these remarks now being made before, I think, we hear from Archbishop Welby.
في هذه اللحظة التاريخية.